Hey, Iowa, it's Congressman Zach Nunn. We are out here. I've got two of my favorite junior congresswomen. My daughter, Selwyn.
Yeah.
Selwyn, how old are you?
6.
6. And Jana, how old are you?
5.
5. Girls, we've had just a great week out in Washington. Can you think of what your favorite thing was? All right, Selwyn, you go first. You're the old sister.
Having an egg.
Having a chocolate egg?
Yeah.
All right, very good.
Having ice cream with Daddy.
Oh, thanks, honey. Girls, we got to see a lot of fun things out here. One of them were some of our presidents. Someone, who's your favorite president?
George Washington.
George Washington. Did you like his hair?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jana,
He had
who?
a wig on.
He had a wig on. That's right. Jana, who was your favorite president?
Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham
Why
Lincoln.
did he have a wig on?
That's how they wore it back then. And he was the founder of our country. And Abraham Lincoln was the savior of our country. He brought us all back together, huh?
George Washington is the first president.
That's right. He was the first president.
Yeah.
So, Iowa, this week we worked on a number of really important things. In addition to getting to have a little bit of time as a dad with my girls out here, we worked very hard to start delivering on our top 3 priorities for the country. That means helping protect and secure our country. It means unleashing America's energy potential. And it also means making sure that we can grow our economy by making sure you got more of your hard-earned tax dollars back in your pocket by moving forward with an extension of the 2017 tax cuts. So let's get into this week's sit. This week we started work in the House Financial Service Committee to hold China accountable. And while I am proud to be serving on the China Select Committee, the China Commission, and as the Vice Chair for National Security on House Financial Services, we called out China's bad behavior over the year, particularly their use of precursors for fentanyl. No family in America is not touched by the deadly scourge of fentanyl with precursors that are produced in China. And for far too long, we've allowed the Chinese to go unaccountable for their actions. Now, we can take some best practices, including those led by our own Governor Terry Branstad when he was ambassador to China, to hold the Chinese government accountable and help us crack down on this deadly drug at its source. I know working together, the Financial Services Committee has the ability to encourage China to take the right path and hold them accountable when they choose not to help to stop the spread of fentanyl. Guys, this week we also tackled one of the biggest challenges in Washington, D.C., moving forward and passing a budget resolution for reconciliation. Now, this is important because it helps stop an automatic 22% tax increase on working families. That impacts Main Street America as much as family farms and everybody in between. I know this to be true. For families like you and us, this would also slash the family tax credit. This is one of the things that's so important, whether it's putting a new water heater in the home, just helping kids stay in activities, or making sure that you can afford to raise a family. And as a dad of 6, this is important not just to me, it's important to every Iowan. It's one of the reasons I'm so proud to be fighting for it and leading with principles that we earned in Iowa. As a state senator, we passed the 3 largest tax cuts in Iowa's history. And every time we put more money back in Iowans' pockets, that's how we help grow our economy and also help fight against a $36 trillion national deficit here in Washington. I trust Iowans to make a better investment with their hard-earned tax dollars more than anybody in Washington, D.C. And that's why I'll continue to fight forward for what we're doing well in Iowa. Also this week, I was proud to lead efforts to help rural seniors get access to food. Far too often in our remote areas, access to food is something that our senior community just doesn't have the ability to go down to a local food pantry. By leading on our Delivering for Rural Seniors Act, we're helping more than 100,000 seniors who may be missing a meal achieve that. Not only keeping them healthy and engaged, but also helping spread resources that we've been able to deliver for Iowans right here in places like Polk County to the other 20 counties throughout the 3rd District. I'm glad that this is not only a bipartisan piece of legislation, but has a real opportunity to help seniors across our country. Now, with that said, we're going to go out and spend a little bit of time learning our history right here in Washington. So, girls, you've been willing to help me this week. Where should we go first?
To the big tower.
To the big tower? You want to see the Washington Monument?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, we'll see if we can see it from the top of the tower. See you soon, Iowa.